Look, up in the sky, a fireworks display that's truly a bang-up job. Here's Lee Cowan.
We know it's not customary to think about fireworks this close to Halloween, but with trick-or-treating a little scary this year, who couldn't use a little magic in the sky? Winter fireworks above the ski slopes of Steamboat Springs, Colorado. And among them was a monster readying to jump out of nowhere. This was February 2019, the day the biggest aerial fireworks show in the world was gingerly being loaded for launch.
This is certainly one of the more unique record attempts I've ever done.
Michael Emprick works for Guinness World Records.
Yeah, we're 14.7.5.
He was sent here to certify the would-be achievement.
What's the correct term, a launch?
Yeah.
Okay. I was convinced it was going to be successful.
Were you?
100%.
In the dark and the chill of that night,
We're ready.
the man behind the record attempt, Steamboat native Tim Borden, was anxious. He and his team had spent 6 years dreaming of this moment, and now it all came down to the push of a button.
3, 2, 1.
The world's biggest aerial firework was a fiery fail.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Because it's very easy to go out and say, hey, great job, you're new Guinness World Records title holders. The hard part is how do you deliver the news that, oh, that went really poorly.
C'est la vie.
This is an official Guinness World Records shirt.
Dressed in their crisp Guinness uniforms, Emprick and his colleague, Christina Conlon, admit that calling a record a world record takes some record-setting nerves.
Does it ever get ugly?
We've definitely seen people who were not too excited that the record wasn't broken.
I've had some stuff tossed in my direction.
Yeah. Water bottles.
Some water bottles. It's a very easy thing to throw.
Yeah. I did these two here, largest canned food mosaic. That was earlier this year.
Even though their job is to judge, don't call them that. Guinness prefers the word adjudicator.
It's very British.
Irish, actually. Guinness World Records used to be linked to the famous Dublin brewery. Yep, Guinness first published a book of achievements in 1955 as a way to solve pub disputes. Since then, that book, the 2021 version came out earlier this month, has sold over 143 million copies.
And this too tallest toilet roll pyramid. I love that.
Who didn't, as a kid, flip through it to peer at the world's tallest living man, or the world's shortest living woman, the world's heaviest squash, or the most tennis balls stuffed in a dog's mouth? It's 6, by the way.
Things that you would consider weird, we consider very normal. So, like the woman with the longest fingernails. I know her. Her name is Ayana. She lives in Houston. She's lovely.
So nice.
She does everything except dishes in the sink. That's very normal to me.
How long are her fingernails?
32 feet in total.
Feet?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I had let them grow maybe 3 inches, and the next thing I know, they were here.
Most records do leave you in some state of awe. I mean, how do you get 51 people crammed into a VW bus? That would be a social distancing nightmare these days.
This week's challenge, how many bottle flips can you do in 30 seconds?
But Guinness, mindful of the pandemic, set up weekly at-home challenges.
This week's challenge. How many keep-ups can you do with a toilet roll in 30 seconds?
Almost anything you can do alone is fair game.
What else are you going to do?
Guinness usually gets about 1,000 applications every single week to break a record.
Are you ready to get seated? You ready to tuba?
One of the most common is the mass participation record, like this attempt back in 2018 for the world's largest tuba ensemble, organized by the Kansas City Symphony.
Okie dokie.
The record to beat was 502 tubas all playing in unison.
That is apparently a thing.
Because it was December, they chose, what else? Silent Night.
when they actually started playing, it was beautiful. I'm not even kidding.
Christina, with the help of witnesses, counted 835 tubas, shattering the coveted tuba ensemble record.
Oh, it's good.
Victory is always sweet. Sometimes it is literally sweet.
The Watkins Company in Winona, Minnesota, wanted to honor its 150th anniversary 2 years ago
by baking the most layers
1, 2,
into a layer
3,
cake.
4.
But the higher it got, the more the layers started to lean.
Oh my God, it's tilting.
You were looking pretty nervous as that thing started to...
I was so nervous.
The cake had to stand upright, unassisted, for 60 seconds to get the title. In the end,
3, 2, 1. Okay.
the only place the cake landed was in the record book.
260 layers. The Watkins Company has broken the Guinness World Records title for greatest number of layers in a layer cake. When you see someone just blow your mind with the fact that they are refusing to give up and they find a way to make it happen, I think it really teaches you to not doubt people.
Which brings us back to Tim Borden.
You know, I'm not the kind of guy who wants to give up. I don't think anybody does.
He and his team came back this year to try for the biggest aerial firework record yet again.
One thing I can guarantee, we're going to have a heck of an explosion at the bottom of that mortar. I can guarantee that.
As the regular fireworks ended, everyone took their places, including Christina.
Ready to go.
And just like the year before, the moment came
You ready?
in the pitch dark.
3, 2, 1, go.
But it wasn't dark for long.
Whoa! Hey, how about that, guys?
At 2,797 pounds, the only thing brighter than the fireworks' glow was Tim Borden's smile when he and his team were handed the world record.
Congratulations, gentlemen. You are officially amazing. I just feel like this job has kind of inspired me in a way that I didn't expect that the job would.
And to have that opportunity to go and say, you know what? You did a really good job. That's a great feeling.